Donk and Dave here. Day number 54 on Donk's Ride of the Valkyries, otherwise known as the Take It Easy Tour.
Take it easy.
Had a long ride yesterday, about 220 miles. Actually, more than that. And we went from the upper part of Newfoundland on the west side at St. Anthony down toward here a place called Rocky Harbor. And I went to the same campsites that I tried to get earlier, and the first one was full, which is no big surprise. That's at Gros Mourne National Park, Provincial Park. And then went back to the RV campsite that I stayed at, and they were full. So what I did is I talked to the guy and I said, listen, you got any place where I could just put up a tent? And he was like, well, let me see what I can find. And so he found something. So I was able to stay in the space between two big RVs where the people weren't there because they were transients or whatever. And so I got a campsite, which was nice, but damn, I'd really have rather been in the Provincial Park place. But we're here at Gros Moor National Park, and as you can see, it is gorgeous here. I mean, it's spectacular. This is one of those another UNESCO sites, I believe, because there's something very special in this park. Back behind me, there is a fjord that was closed off, and it's now a lake. And people take a boat there, and they can ride around and view the fjord. But I'm not doing that because, well, I'm just not doing that. We're going to go in here to the visitor center and see what we can see. Gros Mourne Visitor Center. Alright, that's where we're going. Yeah. So we're going to come in here to the visitor center, see if we can see anything, get any information, and go from there. Alright, so we're coming to a place called Norris Point, and I just came to the crest of the hill, and look at this. That is pretty damn cool right there. I guess they're going to stop out here and get some pics, something like that. But wow, that's one heck of a view right there, no doubt. Norris Point. Alright, just wanted to show you that before we get on the way into some other things here. This right here is a point overlooking Norris Point, which is kind of a peninsula right out there, surrounded by water on three sides. And over there, that's Gros Mourne, and that's the Tablelands right there. We'll talk about that more later, but the view here is just pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. You can't argue with this at all. Nice and peaceful here. Not bad. Alright, that'll do it. Donk and Dave out. Alright, so we're hitting the road again. We're still in Gros Mourne. We're still in Gros Mourne, but we're just hitting the road. Going south to a place called Le Monde, where they have a campground there, and from there I can get to what's called the stair tops or whatever, which is a great hike. But the view here along this area here it's just pretty spectacular. And unfortunately we're on this road right now, we can't see it quite yet, but when we get to the top of this hill we'll see it. So there you go, there's some hilltops right there. And look at this. This is just absolutely fantastic. Wow. That's awesome. That's just awesome. Wow. Fan-freaking-tastic. Enjoy the view. I think they are. Wow. All right, don't get it out. All right, guys, we're driving into the Tablelands. We're riding into the Tablelands. And the Tablelands right there, you can see how it's barren, and then all of a sudden you got vegetation over here on this side, and the same thing's happening over here. You have vegetation and then it's barren. And why is that? Why would there be no vegetation on these rocks? Well, it's because these rocks right here, this right here is the mantle of the earth. If you remember your geology, you have the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. And the inner core is, basically just iron and stuff like that. Well, the mantle is what this rock here is what this rock right here is. And it's poisonous to life, to plants. So nothing will grow on it. So we're going to come in here and take a little hike. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to out. All right, guys, we're here at the Tablelands in Gros Moor National Park. And as I was saying before, this is the only place that I know of on Earth where the mantle of the earth is exposed. Usually we have a granite crust that's about 10 to 50 miles deep before you get to the mantle, but because there was some spreading of the crust and thinning of the crust due to plate tectonics, and then the glaciers came in and kind of wiped it out a little bit, the mantle is now exposed, and it's totally poisonous to life. The plant life that you see in here came in from soil and stuff being deposited by the wind. Plant life will not grow here on top of the rocks. It's totally poisonous to plant life. So this is where we're at. This is in Gros Moor National Park, and it's a bucket list place to go to if you're into geology like I am. And another thing about it, what else? It's a UNESCO site as well, so it's got significance to the world regarding the scientific nature of the site and everything else. But all of this rock here basically is just iron. It's just full of iron oxide, and nothing's going to grow in it. Nothing's going to live in it. I mean, you don't see hardly any. You don't see any birds. You don't see anything around here. There's no deer. There's no nothing around here. So this is Gros Moor National Park, the Tablelands in Gros Moor National Park. Donkey Dave out.